It's been a minute since I've made a review or any video for that matter, and I kind of wanted to just check this thing out. LDY was kind enough to send this in. This is the Vixen V2, and yeah, I've spent about a week with this thing, kind of comparing it to the V1, which I have one right here to compare directly to, which I'll get into that in a bit. But yeah, this thing's super nice, and yeah, let's just get into it. So first off, you might notice with the case, they have redesigned the case, which is super nice. They do include the tool now, along with your extra hardware and everything, which I'll kind of talk about that in a second. But I did want to show this thing off. It is super cool to just kind of put in your pocket, pretty compact. It fits on like a keychain or something. Comes with a few T10 bits, super nice, and you know, it kind of just shows that they really do think about the flipper with stuff like this and like their extra hardware, which is always something good to see from Balisong companies. But yeah, so you're just gonna get your cleaning cloth like normal here. You're gonna get your card, which I'm not sure what kind of metal this is made out of, but it is super nice. It's pretty cool. Kind of just states your specs and everything. And then under that, you do get your extra hardware, extra set of bushings, washers, and pivot screws as well, which is super nice. One thing I will notice about the case itself is that these are a little bit, they're a little loose, which honestly isn't the hugest deal or anything. I mean, it has the potential for your stuff to slide around, but I don't think it's really gonna hurt much. Most of you guys care about this knife anyways, rather than the extra stuff, but it is super nice that they include all of this stuff. And so yeah, starting off with this knife, I'll kind of just go over the specs. It's a S35VN blade with grade 6 titanium channel milled handles. Super high quality. Their tunes are always really good. They're super tight. I'm not sure how well the detail picks up on camera, but LDY pays a huge amount of detail. They just pay a lot of attention to detail with their knives, and that's something I like about them a lot. And this thing has shown definite improvement over the V1, which I have a V1 here for comparison. Now mine is a little bit modded, not really. It just has Cygnus hardware for T10s because the original one had T8s in it, along with the T8 Zen pins. This has hidden, or not hidden Zen pins, but it is pinsless actually. So it's a pinsless design now, and they upgraded the hardware to T10, which is super nice because I was having a hard time getting this thing to stay tuned with the T8s. But yeah, they also improved on the grip, which this didn't really have much texturing at all to it, which is kind of that and the hardware, the only things I really had to say about the V1 that could be improved, which they definitely did. The grip is insane. Like for a polished titanium knife, this thing is great. Like I don't feel like it's gonna slip out of my hand or anything. Like it's super nice. Another thing I noticed is the jimping is a lot deeper on the handles than the older model, where it kind of just goes up to like right here, and it's pretty shallow. Yeah, that's definitely an improvement as well. I think that they did this jimping here on the side for aesthetic purposes, but because I just haven't really noticed a huge difference in the way it flips or anything. But yeah, overall, comparing these two, this is definitely an improvement, and it's really exciting to see because they usually do improve on their stuff, like their V2 Sirius versus the V3. I think they're on V3. They improved a ton on that as well. But I guess getting into how this thing flips, you kind of have to know what you're getting into with a channel titanium knife. Even though it is milled, it's still going to be more handle bias, which a lot of people enjoy. Some people don't. If you are not one of those people, I would check out their Cygnus. It's a little bit lighter and a little bit more neutral. But yeah, I think every knife has its purpose, and it's really good that they make something for everyone. Personally, what I enjoy handle bias knives for is like more of the transfer stuff. I feel like it's easier to do transfers and stuff with, but yeah, it's a super good knife, and you guys should definitely check these things out if that sounds like something you're more into. Like, it is 4.6 ounces, so it's not super heavy or anything, but definitely just keep in mind that it is going to be a little bit more handle bias. But yeah, I'm just gonna flip this thing for a bit and kind of show it off before I end the video. Oh man, that could have been bad. I haven't tested how sharp this thing is yet, but I also haven't gotten cut with it. They usually come really sharp from LDY, so just a word of caution if you do end up getting one, is usually their knives are pretty deadly. But yeah, that's the V2 Vixen.